Sonny, congratulations, championship debut. Can you just sum up your performance?
Yeah, well, obviously really pleased. My first wicket being Johnny Bairstow is obviously massive. Not quite how I wanted to get him, but I'll take it nonetheless. I think he said to someone who's on his way down, he's like, not sure I'd getting caught third man on my radar. And yeah, that wasn't exactly a deliberate plan either, but as I said, I'll take it. And yeah, good start with a win. Really pleased.
And he made up for it with the dismissal in the second innings, so what a delivery that was.
That was a bit better for sure, yeah.
And just looking back on your sort of winter as a whole, it's been quite surreal, I imagine, for you, with playing in the Global Super League, then with the Lions, now a county championship debut. Yeah, just sum up the last 6 months for you.
Yeah, well, it's been fantastic. Obviously, Guyana was a really good opportunity to meet some of the lads and, well, not meet, but spend a bit more time with them. You know, got an opportunity to obviously play and try and impress some of the older guys, which is obviously massive, trying to make a good impression on the senior players. And then thereafter, the Lions was just fantastic. Really enjoyed spending a bit of time around Fred, and all of the other coaching staff were awesome, like killers. You know, continue to work with me throughout this, so it's been really cool. And then obviously back working with Pop, so that's doesn't get much better than that. It's been great.
And what was it working alongside Fred with the Lions? Because I imagine you would have been too young for 05 to see it live. So then,
oh mate, I've got all the videos, I've got all the DVDs.
So then to see a global superstar at that time, you're now working alongside him, must have been pretty cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. As I said, the way I learnt the fielding positions was watching the 05 Ashes videos on DVD, which was great. So yeah, I mean, it is pretty surreal. I think a lot of the lads are fairly shell shocked when they first meet him. But yeah, very down to earth guy, and obviously massive personality and character also. But I think probably doesn't get enough credit for the level of diligence that he has in the planning. So for example, the Abu Dhabi pre-season camp that we just did was phenomenally well put together, and was just fantastic preparation for the season. Really enjoyed it.
Because everyone sees the name Andrew Flintoff, but what is it about the coach Andrew Flintoff that makes him so good?
Well, as I said, very good people skills as well, which is massive. Like, knows when the right time to come and speak to you about certain things is, how to deliver certain messages, and what the timing is for that as well. So, and then similarly with the planning point of view. But I think his main thing is just passion for it. Like, he loves it, which is just amazing. And you know, I'd probably fall in that category as well, of really enthusiastic. So yeah, it's great to have that from your coach as well, because it makes you feel backed, which is, you know, it's probably the number one thing, I think.
And I know you're an ambitious guy just by speaking to you over the last couple of minutes, but how do you find that balance between being ambitious, want to play Lions, want to play England, but enjoy this? You know, you made your debut in the county championship. It's a good achievement for you.
Yeah, oh, massive. I mean, of course, like, you know, as I said, I don't make any apologies for being ambitious. It's just, you know, the thing that I've got to worry about is the right now. It's so easy to get ahead of yourself and think, oh, what if, but, you know, I'll leave that for everyone else to do. It's none of my business, really, to be honest. As I said, things later on down the line, it's not up to me. It's not my decision. I'm not a selector. So, you know, it's, as I said, I'm just trying to worry about the right now. And first thing for me was championship debut. Fantastic. That's got through unscathed, you know, body's okay still. Then next first block of championship games, and then thereafter got T20s coming up after that. So then block of T20s, and then after that got the 100 coming up. Obviously been retained by Manchester. So it's just trying to take it blocks at a time and think about the right now rather than worrying about all the future stuff. And you know, as I said, that's none of my business, to be honest. I'll just worry about this bit.
But with that in mind, I'm going to ask you a little bit about the future. This block of Champo games, has there been any discussions of you're going to play 5 games, 6 games? Has there been any sort of discussions between ECB and Hampshire over yourself?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the main premise of a development contract, is that they can monitor what you do and how much you do. So, for example, I mean, Brownie's been looking after me in terms of my overs. So then when I do need to put the foot down and really just go for it, let it rip, I'm in a position to do that because my body feels fresh, and then that both benefits the team and myself also from a longevity standpoint and a season standpoint as well. So yeah, I think there will be ongoing discussions. Pop and Killer chat all the time. Similarly, Fred's involved in those conversations, and I think the approach is very much collaborative.
Looking ahead to next week then, Surrey at the Oval, how much you relish in that? Because you look at their top six, it's basically an international side, isn't it? So a good chance for you to test your skills against some of the very best.
Absolutely right, on a pitch with pace and bounce. No complaints on my end, for sure. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Be a good joust, I think.
And where did the sort of the want for fast bowling come from your point of view? Was it someone growing up? I know we spoke about 05 Ashes, but was it that and thought, oh, this is pretty cool?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think I've always wanted to bowl fast.
Yeah.
I just find it way more exciting. Like, you know, like Mitch Johnson's Ashes. I know as an English guy saying that's pretty tough, but he, you know, that series where he just, you know, killed the games, and then the whole series just through pace, bounce, aggression. Like, who wouldn't want to be that guy, being man of the series for that? You know what I mean? That's a massive win. You know, guys like Dale Steyn, pitch isn't offering that much, and then steps up the gears and can really be a point of difference. And, you know, who wouldn't want to aspire to be that guy?
And also, how do you find that balance between workload and also fast bowling? Because you're still only young. You made your county championship debut, as we discussed.
Today,
Well,
but
so in terms of like building up a workload, but also wanting to manage, because I worked with Steve Harmison, who's always been of the opinion of fast bowlers only get better by bowling overs. They don't get better by being managed. Because you see like Mark Wood breaking down because he's been managed. That's his opinion. So how do you find that balance between wanting to improve and get overs in your belt, but also looking after yourself?
Yeah, it's obviously that, if that's the $1 million question, isn't it? Well, probably more than $1 million, to be honest. There'd be a fair bit of money in that question if you could answer it fully correctly. And I don't think any one person has the be-all, end-all answer. And to be honest, I think it'd probably be a bit of both in terms of balance. Yes, you want to get enough chronic volume in over a long period of time. Like, the reason Abbo can bowl overs and overs and overs is because he's done it. And one of the things he and AD say is, like, you know, a baboon doesn't learn to climb a mountain by picking up a rock and bench pressing it, does it? It climbs up the mountain, you know what I mean? It follows its mum. That's how it works. So similarly to bowling, yeah, if you want to get better at bowling, bowl the cricket ball. So yeah, I am well aware of that, and that's very much the philosophy that we hold as a club. So yeah, but at the same time, you also have to manage your volume so you can get through the season, because it's all very well saying you need to bowl loads of overs, but if I bowl 50 overs in the first 2 games and then break down after 2 games, my net load over the whole season is 100 overs. So that's pointless. Rather than, you know, gradually building it up to a point where you've got enough of a backing, got through 2 or 3 games where you've bowled a lot of overs, and then thereafter it's like, sweet, we can take the guardrails off, so to speak, and let you send it. Yeah.
And just finally, does it give you hope then that, you know, England have gone a specific way with how they want their bowling unit, looking ahead to Australia? The fact that Josh Hull made a debut in the summer, no one would have said that at the start of last season, that Josh Hull would be a Test cricketer by the end of the year. So does that give you sort of renewed hope? Well,
I mean, it's a good time to be young quick, isn't it? For sure. But as I said, to be honest, from a selection point of view, none of my business. I just got to worry about the here and now. I know that sounds like me dodging the question, and I probably am, to be fair. But I've also said, you know, I'm an ambitious guy, and you know, really would love to achieve those things. That's a lifelong dream, isn't it? Like playing for England, of course it is. But as I said, I've just got to worry about the now. Let everyone else worry about that sort of stuff.